Hello, my name is Richard, and you're watching once again Devotion Today. This morning, I would like to bring to you a very inspiring story that reminds me of a boy that goes to his father and pleads for his father to buy a bike for him. But a poor labored father was struggling his life to earn even a daily meal for himself with so much of hardships. And he was trying to convince his son that he would someday buy when he has enough money. But as the days went by, the son started really troubling him every day, asking him where is his bike. And one fine day, his boy left the father's house, robbing his purse, his wallet, leaving the house, getting frustrated to see his father not buying him a bike. When he goes away to a nearby bus station to board a bus to go somewhere, and as he was wandering on a bus stop, he found himself pricking something on his foot, and he just picks his shoes and he looks at his shoes and he finds that his shoes were torn away and his shoes were very shabby. And finally he found out that he was wearing his father's shoes in a hurry to escape his house. And looking at that, he tried to check his father's wallet, what is there inside, or to see and try to take some money. And later he found a small flyer on the wallet which said an exchange offer for your old bikes. And he realized that his father was actually trying to sell his rugged vehicle in exchange of a new vehicle for his son. And later he tried to remove another receipt which was in his father's wallet, and he found that it was a receipt to purchase a laptop which he had already done it, which he was paying every monthly installments in spite of all his hardships and in his job and in his labor. The boy felt very disheartened and sad, and he realized that how hard his father was trying to please his son in buying a bike or buying a laptop or fulfilling his needs in spite of all that hardship that he was finding in his job. The boy took that flyer and saw the address, and he ran to that address to the bike showroom, and there he found his father waiting for his turn to exchange his old bike in purchase of a new bike for his son. He went and he saw his father, and he went and stood in front of his father and he cried. And he went and hugged his father so tight and realized that how much his father was actually struggling and striving to please his boy. And then he realized how important is his father than his desires, which is never ending. My dear brothers and sisters, we read this similar kind of a story in the Bible which speaks of a prodigal son. When the son of that rich, wealthy man takes away his part of wealth and leave his home and spends all his wealth, all his life in pleasure and materialistic things of this world and enjoying, and when he realizes that he has exhausted all his life, all his wealth, he thinks of his father and he thinks of his home returning back. And when he decides to return back home, he informs his father that he's coming back home. When his father looks at him, that his son is back home, the father runs to his son, hugs him with love without any disparity. My dear brothers and sisters, how often we are discarded, disheartened, hurted, saddened, deceived from our loved ones, or when we have discarded our own parents for the sake of money or wealth or pleasure. But yet our Heavenly Father always waiting for us to hug us with His open arms. If you're feeling left out today, God is calling you. He's calling you with open arms, calling you, daughter and son, come to me, and I will give you peace, and I will give you rest, and I will give you peace that the world cannot give. I will give you the peace that the world cannot understand with my everlasting love.